We're back live at the Nationals at Indian Wells Tennis Garden. We've got a quarterfinal matchup in men's pro doubles. It's AJ Kohler and Thomas Wilson taking on Dylan Fraser and Rafa Hewitt. The winner of this will go forth to take on Matt Wright and Riley Newman, who we just saw handle business against Kyle Yates and Julian Arnold. That was an electric matchup. On the other side of the draw, the Johns brothers are about to take on Jay DeVilliers and Tyson McGuffin to book a spot in the semis as well. Deckel Barr and J.W. Johnson look like they're doing pretty well, as is tradition. Hey, it's a good-looking team. They're going to be taking on Tyler Lung and DJ Young. If you haven't seen DJ Young, when that man is hot, wow. That dude can slap a ball like nobody's business. So, it'll be Rafa Hewitt to start proceedings. He'll be serving towards the man, the myth, the legend, AJ Kohler. King Kohler, Iceman. He is certainly in the top 2 or 3 lobbers in the game. For my money, Callan Dawson still takes the cake. All right, good move early on from Thomas Wilson to cover that ball. On paper, I think AJ Kohler and Thomas Wilson could take this one, but Rafa Hewitt is someone that you never want to sleep on. If he starts really striping his third shot drives, there's really nobody that can handle that kind of pace and deal with an oncoming Dylan Fraser. Oh, gorgeous. Hewitt was frozen on that occasion. So 1-1. Nice work. There's going to be so much fire. Dylan Fraser, typically pretty subdued, stoic. Some would say quiet. Rafa Hewitt is the exact opposite, so it's fire and ice. Both Thomas Wilson and AJ Kohler cooler than the other side of the pillow. That hurt me. And, if we didn't have these sort of barriers here, one of those comes through towards me, it could affect my vocal cords. Nice work from AJ Kohler. I always love seeing him engaged in hand speed exchanges. So quick. Thomas Wilson is the wild card here. If he plays lights out, and I've seen him when he's hot, the movement, the power, and the topspin, especially on the forehand side, is really such a good complementary style for AJ Kohler, because Kohler's hands and how he handles any real attack, it always looks so nonchalant. Hewitt looking to drive even more, finally getting the ball down, and Fraser, he was there, just caught the tip. And that's big from Rafa Hewitt. reading his moment to shine. And again, Rafa Hewitt with a loud roar of approval for his own Oni. So, they have really started to run away with it. Look at the hand speed of Dylan Fraser. Just missed, and the points are a-flowing. 6-1. Kohler and Wilson look a little discombobulated. They started slow in an earlier match, but as soon as they found their rhythm, they steamrolled their opponents. Seems fair. Oh, Dylan Fraser. And a slight miscommunication about the overhead. I think it was the right call to let Rafa take that one. And Fraser, uber aggressive. It's often the case when your partner has had a couple of huge plays. It's very tempting to try something very ambitious yourself. And then, as so often the case, you take a chance on something you wouldn't normally take a chance on. It's a good-looking serve from Kohler. And tough work in transition from Kohler. He's become such an accomplished player in almost every discipline and part of the court, but it's that reset where he lets it get into his stomach using his forehand. It's not easy. It was indeed wide. Kohler just asking the question. Ask and you shall receive. But the answer was nope. Clean. Didn't touch anything. Look at that two-handed backhand. Gorgeous. And that unforced error has initiated a pretty serious come-on. There is a level of excitement in the Rafa Hewitt camp that is palatable. Palpable. Yeah, that's the one. I knew it was one of those two. So they've got an 8-3 lead, 5 points. I think Kohler and Wilson are going to have to find some energy. They are about 50 feet away from each other right now, so not a lot of chat going on. May want to huddle up, perhaps come up with a strategy. Sometimes all you can really tell each other is let's just do what we're doing, but better. Guess that in its own right is a strategy. So 8-3. Still a first server, so they have a real chance. Hewitt using the spin serve as well. The quick hands of AJ Kohler. And fantastic slice. Sorry, a fantastic forehand drive from Dylan Fraser off the slice. And that's something that the team of Kohler and Wilson are going to have to be aware of. Fraser likes to feed off those slice returns and drive well. Yeah, so much power. Good looking overhead. Fraser wisely bouncing that ball. Dylan Fraser, known for his paddle spinning. The man can restart a dead star with the kind of spins he puts into that thing. Oh, look at that. That's gorgeous. And Thomas Wilson ready and waiting. AJ Kohler has seen a lot of the balls. That backhand volley from Fraser floating long, so it'll give the ball back. Still, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to try to mount a successful campaign to take game one. Kohler, he's one of those players as well that loves to keep his body closer to the center and really cast out the arm to handle the dinks. And that ball floating wide has given the ball back. Fraser and Hewitt, they are really feeling it right now. Another 1,700 spins and we're off to the races. Can Rafa Hewitt fire off a big serve? Nope, he goes with a sneaky backhand thing. Probably not the time to reinvent the wheel there, but what do I know? Well, as long as they keep getting away with that kind of errant dink, then they can probably just kick the ball over the next time they serve. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. That man is ambitious and now very confident. Has he got it? He looks like he has. No. No. Second server. That's a big single-handed flick from Dylan Fraser, catching Wilson by surprise. And this for game one. Oh, it is not to be though. Some aggressive work and a beautiful overhead from Thomas Wilson. So they have a mountain to climb. Oh, look at that. That stick volley just keeps himself so cool, calm, and collected and hits world-class shots. Thomas Wilson coming to play. So they bring back a couple of points. Oh, it was there until it wasn't. Unfortunate. And at this point, I would definitely be considering a timeout. That's a 3-point slide. So 6-10-1 is the score. Hewitt, so much confidence. He doesn't believe he could, possibly lose this. But now wisely taking the timeout. So good call. It is Hewitt and Fraser with a 3-point margin. Still a first server over on the side of Wilson and Kohler. And they've done a great job of just weathering the storm. And it's not an easy thing to consider a high level of your opponent as something that can't really be sustained. Rafa Hewitt is someone who kind of rides the waves. When he's up, he is incredibly hard to beat. When he's down, there can be 3 or 4 points happening quickly. So Thomas Wilson will bring things back. So 7-10-1. So much pace. Oh, I think he flattened out that ball. Yeah, I think if the plan is to see if they can't tear his rotator cuff after the 300th lob, then it might work. Who knows? I think that's what happened to mine. And that ball is wide. Wilson can't believe it. It was on his paddle. So that gives him the ball back. And another look at game 1. And that will float slightly wide. Good work from Kohler. I am seeing a couple of interesting bounces from this ball. I think someone should probably check it. There was some beefy overheads from Rafa Hewitt. And that is out. Good leave. And they are awarded with game 1. It's Fraser and Hewitt, the slight underdogs, but they have done the job nicely. We'll be right back after these messages from the Indian Wells Tennis Garden. We are live at the Nationals.
Match point, it's all up to me. Nothing can get in my way. And when they ask, what are you gonna do next? I'll say, I'm going.
We're going to Margaritaville!
You can go to Margaritaville too. Visit MargaritavilleResorts.com.
You don't get the moments everyone talks about without the moments no one sees. Early morning practice, late night drills, running it over and over. You don't get the crowd without the quiet. Everyone sees the glory, the medal, the podium, but every winning shot starts right here. Paddle Tech. Let's go again.
Consumer Cellular has the best customer service.
They care about the customer.
The best price with the best quality.
The prices The coverage.
The coverage is great.
It was the same, if not better.
Consumer Cellular provides the exact same premium coverage as the nation's leading carriers for half the cost. Switch to Consumer Cellular and get talk, text, and data starting at just $20 a month.
It's like 4 scoops of ice cream for the price of 1.
Switch today and get a 100% risk-free guarantee. Call or go on.
Welcome back, folks. It is Hewitt and Fraser taking game 1. Kohler and Wilson are the number 4 seed. They've got some work to do, though. And that ball catching the net and off the paddle of Wilson. Wilson and Kohler have looked a little flat. If they can get some energy up. I know it's not their style, but it wouldn't hurt. And the trend continues. Kohler appears to be calling, well, it doesn't look like it's a switch. So we'll see if there's any discernible change in the strategy. And that is impressive work. So difficult to leave those balls when you're engaged like that. So off to a quick start, 2-0. And good looking squash there from Thomas Wilson. Gets them the ball back. They look to be an around the post opportunity. What I've noticed in this tournament more than any other, there's a lot of people that are not taking the opportunities for around the post, and I think it's a reflection of how well the defense of the ATP has become. Oh, and Dylan Fraser, where did that come from? No part of him was angling anything in that direction, but it seemed to go there. So, well done, Fraser. Magic. That ball is wide. We'll quickly see if they can find some mojo. AJ Kohler calling for the switch. And a softness. Don't tell me, Rafa Hewitt and Dylan Fraser clutching victory from the jaws of defeat, and a deflated AJ Kohler. Thomas Wilson should probably call a timeout, but they will not. Wilson calling for the switch. Oh, great defense. Kohler finishing things off nicely. Still, Fraser with a second serve. And a tough one to control Hewitt unable. So they get the ball back. 1-3. And the net gets involved and just deflecting off the body of Hewitt, but no harm, no foul. That is startlingly good from Rafa Hewitt. This is a level I have not seen him play before. Very impressive work. Just to keep them in that point, let alone finish it. So much confidence. And that ball just floating wide. AJ Kohler, happy to call it in because the ATP was spot on. So 3-3 is the score. And a good-looking two-handed attack from Fraser. One of the few players with that bounce two-handed backhand attack, and therefore able to really use some great disguise. Same player. And that is wide. Wilson, his body moving to the left. Unfortunately, drawing the ball that way as well. And Kohler getting low, hoping his Cobra-like movements could take care of that one. And that good-looking overhead finds the body of Fraser. However, Fraser does not go down. And what was that? Was that a forehand slice attack through the middle? It's one of those moments where straws are being clutched at. That is just too much Hewitt and the right amount of Rafa. It looked like there was an option to attack him. However, a man who can rotate his shoulders as quick as he can will be able to get a two-handed backhand cross-court. You've got to be careful of that. Oh, and a good-looking defensive lob, but just floats long. Oh, great defense there from Wilson, and that keeps him in the point. They just need one or two really big points to be able to get some confidence back, and then who knows? That always helps. And That's impressive work. He somehow let that ball get pretty far behind him, but with so much pace, so much power, still able to do something meaningful. Oh, and a little giddy up there from Wilson. I'd say we're getting close to something that borders on enthusiastic. And Kohler. Well, they're starting to find some mojo. Definitely a worthy timeout with such a rampant display from AJ Kohler and Thomas Wilson, rattling off plenty of points. Now a 2-point lead. Thomas Wilson and Rafa Hewitt. They've got to do some, well, I don't know if it's a tactical change required, but they're certainly going to have to stop the bleeding here. All right, Thomas Wilson to serve. They have found a good level in the last few minutes especially. Hewitt played an out ball. And that is certainly a much more measured approach from Wilson and Kohler. I think a general strategy of getting Rafa Hewitt to make the first move and countering off that is going to be a good one. Right now, his hand speed is certainly on point. He's got so much power that if that first punch comes back in a good location, it's going to be tricky. So they'll get the ball back. They have game one in the bag, only 3 points down. Has been a real game of runs. And Wilson tried to get extra slippery on that one. AJ Kohler just talking to the referee casually, asking for some dinner recommendations. AJ Kohler, those quick hands. They're often used to counterpunch and to win hand speed battles, but when he's able to just get close enough to the ball, it looks like he's just going to dink something. And with the wrist strength he possesses, it's incredible how much pace he gets on the ball. And Dylan Fraser handling the initial attack, resetting beautifully, getting a good ball to work with off the two-handed backhand, and he is so good at that shot. I think that's one of the big things we're going to see over the next 5-10 years. Very few single-handed backhand players in the game. The two hands does have the deception, the pace, and the counterpunch ability. Okay, we're getting a little bit of fire now from Kohler and Wilson. All they needed was a post-game one siesta, and they're up. Double espresso, we're off to the races. Still, I'm seeing some better work from Kohler. Starting to be much more lively in transition, dropping balls well. Dylan Fraser with cooler hands prevailing. And Thomas Wilson, he's bouncing now. So they have the lead, 9-7-1, 2 points away from taking game 2. And a rare dink error from Rafa Hewitt. He's been so solid. This is one of the best matches I've ever seen him play. Again, so much pace. Wilson has to be careful. He continually wants to attack Rafa Hewitt. The percentages have not gone with him so far. He has to keep the pressure up, certainly, but be careful. And Fraser takes it in the leg. Big serve from Rafa Hewitt. And well, we'll just call it a subpar third shot from Dylan Fraser. Wilson struggling with that one in transition. Still, second chance to win game 2. And that has inspired a hat throw. Kohler, he's walking off. He's not mad, he's just got a place to be. He's got a Gatorade to drink. One of the nicest gentlemen out there. So we will be back shortly for Game 3, the thrilling conclusion of this quarterfinal matchup at the Nationals. We'll see you shortly.
Match point, it's all up to me. Nothing can get in my way. And when they ask, what are you gonna do next? I'll say, I'm going.
We're going to Margaritaville!
go to Margaritaville too. Visit MargaritavilleResorts.com.
And we're back at this quarterfinal matchup live at the Nationals. Rafa Hewitt and Dylan Fraser are taking on AJ Kohler and Thomas Wilson. It's a game apiece. We're about to see who makes it through to the semis. They moved the ball around beautifully on that occasion, spreading both players. So the ball gets back to AJ Kohler. Fantastic defense from Wilson. Oh, look at these gets. Oh, unfortunate. All the hard work was done. And a beautiful flick attack on that occasion with the single-handed backhand from Rafa Hewitt, so no points. I couldn't tell on that particular one. Well, they've got the point. And a good-looking third from Fraser. So 2 points the margin now. They'll get a second chance. But great aggressive closing from Fraser. And Thomas Wilson jumping the line. Incredible play. You're hearing a fair amount of applause. And there has just been a major upset. Tyson McGuffin and Jay DeVilliers have just taken down Ben Johns and Colin Johns. Fraser whipping that backhand down quickly. Look at that. It's like he's not even ready, and then he is. So 0-2-2. And Rafa Hewitt finding an opening. Gets that ball down pretty quickly, forcing the error. So we'll get the ball back. I tell you, Thomas Wilson, he's done so well with the Ernie so far today. Setting things up beautifully. Gets a great read when to jump that line. That is a very good eye. AJ Kohler, he had everything he wanted out of that shot, except for the ability to bring it down into the court. And Rafa Hewitt, his blood type is Red Bull, and the man can go around the post like nobody's business. The net's involved, but play continues. And all four players sort of just watching the ball. And AJ Kohler, it's his time to shine. So 2-0-2. Oh, another jumping of the line from Wilson. That's around the postable. Oh, that ball was high enough. AJ Kohler didn't do quite enough to counterbalance. I'd love to see him employ that left hand, push it back, give himself a little extra reach. And Thomas Wilson, he is getting Ernie happy. That one wasn't there. He's been watching too many Tyler Leung highlight videos. So, on the back of a 4-0 lead for Fraser and Hewitt, timeout is called. Certainly a worthy timeout. And I think what helped them so much in Game 2, level the playing field, was just a more measured approach, conservative, looking to build the point longer, and remembering that the kind of controlled aggression that they should bring to the table does relate to whether or not they're on serve and return. We're seeing some real risks being taken on the return of serve, and unfortunately not paying off. So if Wilson and Kohler can just calm things down, just a dash. Right now it is Hewitt and Fraser. Fraser almost falling. That ball catching the net, popping up nicely. And AJ Kohler taking care of business. Oh, and Rafa Hewitt, who was attempting the side saddle flipper, but nothing doing. Kohler, once again, he's looking to get to the outside of Hewitt so often. Don't know if it's the play, but he's not trusting that he can get the better of Fraser on those initial attacks. So 1-4 is the score. Well, he did on that occasion, and he did it with the backhand. Look. Totally doable. Just stick it. Very nice. Amazing point. Oh, and that lob from Kohler, it's become his signature shot. That one had some curl, It didn't just bounce nice and deep, but it had a bit of side spin to it. Curled away from Fraser. And that's given him another point and drawn it back within 1. And Kohler starting to feel it. I think he's recognized the cross-court attacks were not paying dividends. Now he's found his number on the side of Fraser. Oh, great scorpion from Thomas Wilson. In the end, it was not enough. So Rafa Hewitt serving. Scores are leveled 4 apiece. Oh, look at that. Fraser with the patience to let that ball drop down to within half a millimeter, probably 4 or 5 inches to be honest. I was going to say a millimeter. That would have been a slight exaggeration, wouldn't it? Even for a metric. Yeah, I think that's around, yep, agreed. He's done it again. Fraser. It's like there is no post. We all know there is no spoon, and there is no post. 6-4. Those of you who don't get that reference, I don't think you ever watched The Matrix, one of the great movies of our time. The original one, of course, not the second, third, and no one knows why they did the 4th one. Jeez Louise. But Hewitt and Fraser have a 2-point lead. Very closely contested match. We're seeing more fire from Wilson and Kohler. Kohler's attacks are doing well down the line. It'll be Hewitt to serve towards King Kohler. Six, 4-1. I was going to say, I've just been so impressed with Hewitt's work in transition. So often dropping the ball down into a great location, giving him and Fraser a great chance to move forward. What is Fraser doing over there? I think Rafa was more than capable of doing that. That's a relatively routine error from Wilson. This has been one of the longest matches in the tournament. Just long. AJ Kohler doing a good job, just telling his partner that it was still a good look. He has got an absolutely blistering forehand, and when it works, oh, amazing. Oh, great pace. Got that ball down quickly, very nice. But Fraser and Hewitt will have another chance. Hewitt does appear to be eating his shirt. Full of sweat right now, so I'm not quite sure what he's doing there. But it certainly helped him with one of those shots. So they've got a 3-point margin. And that is a great time for the net to get involved. If you're Rafa Hewitt, they've doubled him up. And AJ Kohler has meandered towards the sideline and murmured the words timeout ref. So that's what we'll get. Rafa Hewitt and Dylan Fraser in control here. There's been a little bit of luck involved, so I think Wilson and Kohler need to remind themselves that they are phenomenal players and the strategy is not bad. Some of the execution has been left wanting. But this is the Nationals. This is the strongest competition in all of pickleball. Oh, and the net love has gone the other way. The pickleball gods always find a way to level things out. And there's a ball on. We've got a big matchup just getting underway on the adjacent court. But you should definitely just stay here and watch this one, because, oh, they're all really nice blokes. And Dylan Fraser had such a good look at it. The ball just got marginally behind him and it opened up the paddle. So they've drawn 1 point back, 5-8. Oh, and as Dylan Fraser gets a little bit of love off the net, sets himself up, and every time he's been given just an average dink or something that catches the net and pops up off that two-handed backhand, he has done the damage. Look at the slice from Rafa Hewitt. My goodness. Quick hands of Kohler. Looks a lot like the last point, doesn't it? And that's enough for Rafa Hewitt to give his roar of approval. And that brings them within 2 points. And they've called timeout. And easy to forget, they don't have a timeout. Should we give them a broadcast timeout? A commentator timeout, maybe? No. 9-5-1 is the score. And Rafa Hewitt decided it was time to be a hero. That's big work from Rafa Hewitt, and he points to the sky. You can see how much this means to him. They have match point. 10-5 is the score. Again, around the post goes Wanting. And he's missed it. So a momentary reprieve, at least, for Kohler and Wilson. Look at that, the athleticism of Hewitt to get back for that one. In the end, however, point is awarded. 6-10 is the score. He's done it. And look at that. Hewitt and Fraser combining perfectly to finish that point. No points for them, but they do get it to the second serve. If they can win this one, the smart money will be on them to take it in the next side out. That's aggressive dinking from Fraser. That ball is wide. And a ball came on. So, I don't think it's going to be a let. I think it'll be a point awarded. Yeah. Fantastic hands from Fraser. And that has given them the ball back. 3-point margin. If they can do this one by the book, then they'll be marching forward to the semi-finals. Oh, it's too good. Came out of nowhere, the inside out, rolling forehand winner from Rafa Hewitt. A polished performance from these two. Congratulations, Rafa Hewitt and Dylan Fraser, the new man for Selkirk. God, that paddle just really suits him, doesn't it? They will be going forward to play none other than Matt Wright and Riley Newman in the semi-finals. On the other side of the draw, it's Jay DeVilliers and Tyson McGuffin versus Barr and Johnson. Do not go anywhere, folks. Well, it looks like this is the ultimate match for court number 3. Folks, I have enjoyed my time here at the Nationals. I hope you have as well. for everybody, the broadcast staff here. Eddie, Dawn, just wonderful humans, pushing buttons, turning microphones up and stuff. Really good. It is the 2022 Margaritaville, USA Pickleball National Championships, the strongest competition in all of pickleball. If you're anywhere near California, America, North America, just the Northern Hemisphere really, come on down. Championship Sunday is tomorrow. Tickets still available. I'm Morgan Evans from everyone here. We will see you in the grandstand. Take it easy, folks. We'll catch you at the kitchen line.
Mom, can you play with me?
Just a second, Bubba. Mom is not done yet.
Mom, come watch this video.
Hold on, sweetheart. Mom's not done yet.
Mom, you hit with me.
Oh yeah, Mom is definitely not done yet.
I will dig deep.
I will crush this game.
Athletes know nutrition drives performance.
I will not slow down.
Superior Lab supplements help you power up and recover faster.
I will never surrender.
Superior Labs is a proud sponsor of USA Pickleball.
When it comes to sports bras and activewear, it's not enough to just do it. You have to just do it right. That's why SheFit's perfectly fitting gear embraces and supports women's bodies. Made for ins and outs, ups and downs, starts and stops, and everything in between. We got you. Because we are you. SheFit.
Consumer Cellular has the best customer service.
They care about the customer.
The best price with the best quality.
The prices, the coverage.
The coverage is great.
It was the same, if not better.
Consumer Cellular provides the exact same premium coverage as the nation's leading carriers for half the cost. Switch to Consumer Cellular and get talk, text, and data starting at just $20 a month.
It's like 4 scoops of ice cream for the price of 1.
Switch today and get a 100% risk-free guarantee. Call or go online.